Welcome to polynomials topic. Today we are going to discuss in polynomials concept. The subtopic is the relationship between zeros and coefficients of a polynomial, particularly a quadratic polynomial. For this, let us consider a quadratic polynomial, that is 3x square plus 5x minus 2. It is a quadratic polynomial named as p of x. Okay, p of x. So what is the relationship between zeros and coefficients? We are going to discuss what is the relationship between zeros and coefficients. So that first, what are the coefficients we discuss here? So what are the coefficients here? Coefficient of x square is, what is the coefficient of x square? 3. Coefficient of x is 5. Coefficient of x is equal to 5. And what is minus 2? It is a constant term. Constant term is equal to minus 2. Now what are the zeros of this polynomial? How to find zeros of the polynomial? We have learnt in previous classes how to factorize the polynomial. Is it how to factorize the algebraic expression in 8th class itself we have learnt. Okay. So by using that concept, we factorize this polynomial by splitting the middle term. Like we can write as, which can be written as sum of the two terms such that the product of these two terms also must be equal to minus 2 into 3x square, that is equals to 3x square into minus 2, that is equals to minus 6x square. Okay. So then how? See, here is factorization of the polynomial. See, minus 6x square we should get. Here I will write. By product we should get minus 6x square, and by sum, what is the middle term here? 5x. We should get 5x. So now what are the factors? So now what are the factors of minus 6? First we see. So you can add 2 3 are 6. Yes. 3 2 are 6. 6 1 are 6. Like this. 6 comma 1 1 comma 6. 1 into 6. See, why I have written? Because of here 2 into 3 is equals to 6, 3 into 2 also is equals to 6, but I have written 2 times because of here is negative sign. The product is negative, so that either one of the factor must be a negative. For example, if I keep here minus sign, minus 2 into 3 minus 6, but sum must be equal to 5x. So sum of these two factors must be 5. Is it possible? Minus 2 into 3 minus 6, but minus 2 plus 3 plus 1. Their sum is 1. So here I have taken my negative sign for 2. Now I am taking for 3. Now minus 3 into 2 minus 6. But product is correct, but sum we are getting minus 1. 6 into 1. 6, but we want to negative 6, minus 6. So I am writing for 1, minus 6 into 1, we are getting minus 6, correct, but sum is equals to minus 5. Minus 6 plus 1 gives us minus 5. So it is also failed. Now here product is negative, so that I am taking negative sign for 1. Now minus 1 into 6 minus 6 suitable, but sum is plus 5. Now what is our x coefficient here? 5 plus 5. So where we are getting plus 5? So in last case, so that our suitable factors are these two. That means we can split the middle term, sum of the two terms, those are minus 1x and 6x. These are the not zeros. These are the suitable terms which can be written as sum. 5x can be written as sum of these two terms, and minus 6x square can be written as product of these two terms. So that we can express the middle term like this. See, 3x square plus 5x can be written as 6x minus 1x minus 2. So middle term I split it like this. Now group these two terms as one group and these two terms are another group. From these two terms What is the common factor? Because 3 comma 6 are the multiples of 3, so 3 we can take as common factor, and x square x, so here x is a common factor, so finally 3x is a common factor from these for these two terms. Okay, so the remaining term is x here plus 2 times 3 2 are 6x. Is it clear? Now from these two terms, is there any common factor? Other than 1 there is no common factor, so that I am taking 1. Similarly, at the same time we take out minus also common, so minus 1 is common factor. So if you apply the distributive property, the remaining terms are x plus 2. Okay, again by applying distributive property, what is the common factor in these two terms? X plus 2 is the common factor. Then what are the remaining terms? 3x here minus 1, so 3x minus 1 into x plus 2, 3x minus 1 into x plus 2. So these are the factors of the polynomial p of x. Now what are the zeros means? If p of x is equal to 0 means when 3x minus 1 is equals to 0 or x plus 2 is equals to 0, that is when x is equal to 1 by 3 or when x is equal to minus 2, it is possible. Okay, now 1 by 3 comma minus 2 are zeros of p of x. Is it clear? Now these are the zeros and these are the coefficients we got now. Now what is the relation between these zeros and these coefficients we have to establish now. See, just find the sum of these two zeros. Sum is equal to 1 by 3 plus minus 2. How much we get? 1 by 3 plus minus 2, if you write by LCM, we will get here 3. So 1 plus into minus minus, in 3 times it is possible, so minus 6. So 1 minus 6 minus 5 by 3, minus 5 by 3. Till here you understood now? Make a note. Now observe 5 comma 3, are these appear in the coefficients of the given polynomial, coefficients of the terms in the polynomial? Yes. Minus what is 5 here? Coefficient of x. So you can write here coefficient of x by what is 3? Coefficient of x square. Yes. So like this we are establishing the relationship between zeros of the polynomial and coefficients of the polynomial. We got here minus 5 by 3, that is equal to minus of coefficient of x by x square. What is the sum of the zeros? Now product of the zeros. What are the zeros actually? 1 by 3 comma minus 2 na? So their product. So 1 by 3 into minus 2 gives us minus 2 by 3. Now what do you understand by this? Minus 2 is there in the coefficients of the polynomial? Yes. What is this? Constant term. So that is equal to constant term whole by what is this 3? Again it is a coefficient of x square. Coefficient of x square. So like this we can establish the relationship between zeros of the polynomial and coefficient of the polynomial. So this is about relationship between zeros and coefficients of a quadratic polynomial. Now can you conclude any formula? Here see, if we consider a polynomial p of x, general form of a quadratic polynomial as like this, ax square plus bx plus c, and if alpha comma beta are the zeros of this polynomial, then sum of the zeros alpha plus beta can be written as minus coefficient of x by coefficient of x square. So minus coefficient of x. What is the coefficient of x here? B by what is the coefficient of x square? A. This is the formula. Minus coefficient of x by coefficient of x square. Similarly, product of the zeros alpha into beta. Alpha beta are the Greek words. Alpha into beta is equals to what we got relation here? Constant term by coefficient of x square. What is the constant term in this x square plus bx plus c? C by what is the coefficient of x square? A. So c by a gives us product of the zeros of the polynomial x square plus bx plus c. So this is about relationship between zeros and coefficients of a quadratic polynomial. Is it clear? See now another small concept. If alpha beta are the zeros of p of x is equals to ax square plus bx plus c, where a is not equal to 0, then since alpha beta are the zeros, then what are the factors? X minus alpha and x minus beta are the factors. Yes, these are the factors. So the product of these two is this polynomial. Yes, that is equals to x square plus bx plus c is equals to, it can be written as k into, so this ax square plus bx plus c is equals to, it can be written as k into x minus alpha into x minus beta. What is this k here? K is a constant. K is a constant. Why have considered here? Because of it is a polynomial, it is not equal to 0. So that coefficients also will be. The value of k may be any number, either positive number or negative number. But we must take, in the case of polynomials, k of x minus alpha into x minus beta. If you multiply this by using distributive property, we get like this. See, x of this total expression x minus beta minus alpha into this total expression x minus beta. If you apply distributive property, k of, it becomes x square minus beta x minus alpha into x minus alpha x minus into minus plus alpha beta. Is it clear? Now k into x square, write x terms together, so we can take x common as well as minus also, so that it can be written as minus of alpha plus beta into x plus, what is the remaining term? Alpha beta. Okay, so this is a quadratic polynomial where alpha beta are the zeros of the polynomial x square plus bx plus c. That means if you know the zeros of a polynomial, we can find the polynomial what is required. If you know the zeros, we can find the quadratic polynomial by using this formula. If you observe here, x coefficient is alpha plus beta including minus sign, and constant term is alpha beta. Is it clear? By using this formula, we can find a quadratic polynomial with zeros given. If zeros are given, you can find a quadratic polynomial. Here is the conclusion what we have learned till now. Okay. Shall we take one example to apply this formula? Okay. So this is the formula, and the question is find the quadratic polynomial for the zeros alpha beta, where alpha is equals to 1 by 4 and beta is equals to minus 1. Consider the given zeros as alpha and beta, which are Greek letters, these two are. Now first find alpha plus beta, brackets values. So alpha plus beta is equals to 1 by 4 plus minus 1. 1 by 4 plus minus 1. If we simplify, LCM is 4. Yes. Here 1 by 4, 1 time it is possible, 4. So numerator as it is. So here the denominator is 1. So it is possible 4 times. This minus 1 into 4 minus 4. So if we simplify 1 plus minus 4, both are having different signs, so subtract and keep sign which is opposite to bigger number by 4. So minus 3 by 4 is the sum of the zeros, and now we have to find the product of the zeros, alpha into beta. So what are the zeros? 1 by 4 into minus 1, the product is minus 1 by 4. The product is minus 1 by 4. Now substitute alpha plus beta value and alpha beta values in the formula. That is, so k of x square minus x coefficient is here alpha plus beta. Alpha plus beta value is minus 3 by 4 plus alpha beta value is minus 1 by 4, and close the bracket. Now this is the required formula actually. Required answer. Or we can write it as x square minus of minus plus 3 by 4 into x. Sorry, here I missed x. Plus into minus minus 1 by 4. We can keep like this. But if you write, you can take different values for k. But when k is equals to 4, then equation this polynomial becomes, this quadratic polynomial will be like this: 4x square plus 3x minus 1. It is the answer. How? Put here 4 and multiply by 4. Is it? So this is the formula to find, this is a method to find, two zeros are given, finding a quadratic polynomial. Is it clear? Okay, my dear children, this is the end of this session. I hope you all of you understood the concept. Please like it my videos and share with your friends. Thank you.